So this is late July in like 2020, and I wanted to like record this to catalog for myself this experience. So tonight is or not tonight, tomorrow is for me like the stepping off point for me starting my own business. I've actually had my own business for 2 years now on the side, but you're really not doing it until you say goodbye to your day job. And I'm not actually saying goodbye to my day job tomorrow. My last day is actually October 16th. I'm staying in my current day job, my company, until one of the other engineers comes back from maternity leave. I told my bosses a while back that I was going to leave, and I told them that I would support them through that employee's maternity leave, because it's like I work for like a great company, which I wanted to like talk to myself about in a random stream of thoughts here. But my company that I work for is excellent, and that's part of the significance of this moment for me, is that I've been an engineer for 10 years since I got out of the military, and I always said to myself, well, if I just go to a company that's better, or if I just found something a little bit more perfect for me, I'd be a happy employee. And my wife felt the same way, but what's interesting is that when I got to this place here where I work now, it was excellent, 100%. And even in the most excellent place, after a little while, the desire to have my own business just crept in and crept in. And like any other time over the last 10 years, at first you try to just fulfill your passions on the side. You end up taking all the time away from your family to pursue whatever dreams, hobbies, business ideas you have in the time you have available. And you're so addicted to the safety of your day job that you try to make do. But what I found is that it's not something that I can run away from, because trying to work a day job and also be fulfilled, to also fulfill the entrepreneurship predisposition has resulted in my life in literal decay of health. I mean, like I never sleep. I never hardly ever exercise. I don't eat well. I focus all my time either at my day job for my bosses or for myself when I'm not at my day job, and it actually has to the detriment of my family too. So I feel as though I don't even have a choice. Like I have to do this. But anyway, the significance of tomorrow is that tomorrow I actually, even though I've operated my side business from my house for 2 years, tomorrow I'm actually signing the lease for an actual commercial space, and I'm also finalizing all the insurance I have to carry to do that. And maybe I'll talk about that maybe in a separate time or whatever. But anyway, once I lock, and also I'm buying some equipment as well, like about $70,000 worth of equipment. And I've basically been very frugal in my life. I've been very conservative in my spending. We're a single income family. It's just me generating revenue. My wife is wonderful, and she has completely taken care of all the stuff with the kids up until now. And my youngest is about ready to start daycare, so that'll get easier for her. But anyway, the point is that my income has always been what has sustained the family. And so being in my mid-30s and saying goodbye to my day job, being the sole earner, it's a way more of a risk than it would have been when I was in my 20s. So if I'm showing that, I don't really know if this is something that I would like ever put on YouTube or anything, but if I do, and you're watching this and you're like, all the things they say about take these risks when you're young, it's 100% true. Because if you do have the urge to start your own business, and you won't be able to help it, and it'll eventually come and get you. And if you fail in that endeavor, I failed catastrophically on some things when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s. And although it was fairly devastating, it didn't financially burden me. Um, it emotionally did, perhaps, but it didn't really financially slow me down. Doing it now, when you have kids and a family and healthcare and all these things you have to pay for, it's serious. If I screw this up this time around, I'm taking the whole family down with me. And the shame of that has been one of the major drivers of me not doing it until now. But I also realize that I can't always use that as an excuse to live a life of what I've basically felt miserable for most of my adult life, and that seems like a callous thing to say because I have beautiful children and a beautiful wife. It has nothing to do with that. I'm so blessed with my family, but it's like it's almost like I don't know, like a domesticated dog who's been bred to do a certain thing. If you take something like a husky or I don't know, anything, any specialized dog, and you put it in an environment where it's not well suited, it will live its whole life unhappy. It's not because you're not a good owner. It's just out of the natural state of that creature will eventually cause its demise. And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm almost like dying, and I have felt that way for so long. So I don't know. Tomorrow marks a day where I financially commit to a lot of things that I can't turn back on. And even though I'll still work my day job until October, when the woman in my office comes back from maternity leave, once I step off tomorrow, there's financially no turning back. I would have to make up the investments that I'm making, so to speak, or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm going to try to catalog these early months of starting a business, and if it does crash and burn, I will try to recover. I do have plans in place to try to mitigate damage. It'll probably wipe out a lot of my savings, but I won't let it get to the point where we're going to go live on the streets or anything. But one thing I wanted to say is that it's weird because I have, as I said, been very frugal and had no, I've worked down to zero debt except my house. So we don't have car payments, we don't have student loan payments. It's just the house mortgage, because that was too big of an expense to just pay off altogether. And it has been really nice to have no debt like that. And tomorrow, I'm going from essentially zero debt except for my house to large quantities. In my opinion, large quantities. 70,000 so of equipment, I guess, and then the commitment to lease the commercial space, which is expensive and stuff like that. And there's other equipment I need too, certain certifications that my business is going to pursue that are going to be expensive, thousands and thousands, and it just adds up. So anyway, maybe I'll talk about more of this stuff later, but the thing that I've noticed already about going down this path, and it's been this way the whole 10 years since I got out of the military, is that having the desire to start a business is extremely lonely. If you have people around you that do it, then you are so lucky, because you can have conversations like this. Because people who start businesses are thinking about it all the time. I've thought about it all the time. I've thought about it nonstop for literally 10 years, and I've done it almost in isolation, because I'll start to talk about my business and it's like everyone's eyes glazes over. They've either heard it a million times or they just don't care. It's just not their thing. So I need this. I'm gonna need this camera, I guess, to share feelings with, because so far starting a business is an extremely lonely journey. But I think for me it's the only way. So yeah, we'll leave it at that.